do you believe that Jesus is God, or do you believe he is somebody sent by God as a prophet, as a boodschapper, prophet?
Well, I believe that Jesus is the Son by God, sent by God down to earth to act as a prophet.
Okay, but when you say God, you have some concepts, eh? So God need to be almighty. Yeah, it's normal. That's the concept of God. Is that also okay for you? Yeah. And then God need to be unknown. God has no other God. That is true. That is the concept of God. But when you say Jesus is the Son of God or sent by God, like that he was on earth, but you see also that they asked to Jesus, when is the final day, the final, the last hour, last day in the Bible. They asked to Jesus, and he said in the Bible, I don't know. How is that possible then? You think
Well,
about that?
to put it very bluntly, I just think that God wouldn't want Jesus to know because let me put it like this.
Yeah.
Imagine if everyone knew when the world was ending. Imagine if everyone knew when Judgment Day was. Everyone would be on their best behavior, and then the people that you don't want to get up in heaven to be next to God would be there because they were on good behavior at the time. But deep inside of those people, there's still a bad person at heart. But bad people can pretend to change. That doesn't mean that they've genuinely changed their heart. So,
And who has a bad heart there, or a bad person? Who's the bad person there?
well, I won't be saying any names, but sometimes people do bad
Free
things,
Palestine!
Oh,
and I wouldn't just see
myself.
those people as the bad things that they do or the bad thoughts that they have.
Yeah.
It depends on, well, how you act as a person.
But when you say Jesus is sent by God as his son or as his self, what do you say about Jesus? What do you think?
Well, I see them as two separate concepts, so I'd say as a son.
Son. But is he also his self? Is he also Jesus is also the God, or is he only the Son of God? What do you think? In your believing. So you say Jesus is only the Son of God, or do you say no, he's God himself, God the Son, and God the Spirit? So what you in your believings?
I'm stuck. I
Sorry?
don't know how to give an answer on that.
Okay, okay. Because we are Muslim and we believe that Jesus, he was a perfect person, but he was a prophet, and God is the most absolutely perfect, absolutely perfect. So he has no children, he has no parents, he doesn't need anything. So we need him, but he need nothing. So when you say he has a son, or when you say he sent someone as his son, so it's like he need it, or it's like he's like his he has a, how can I say that, he's not like humans, so he is like humans, he has a son. It's like that, you know. So we say in Islam. So we say no, God has no sons, no children, no parents. Therefore we say in Islam, sorry, is it not more logic to say God, he has no sons or daughters or parents or something, but he has dinara. You know dinara in English? What is dinara in English? Servants, yeah, thank you. He has servants. So when you read the Bible and you see son, Adam is also in the Bible named as son. David is also named in the Bible as son. So we say in Islam, in the Quran, you see, read, God has servants like Adam, David, Jacob, Joseph, Moses, Jesus. They are all servants of God, but they're not sons of God. So is that not more logic to say God has no sons? It's like servants. Not more logic? So can you say why not?
He's not that far yet, but I am. Most, first of all, we're talking about stuff that it's believed.
Yeah.
We're all told the stories from the past, and that generate the belief. People believe stuff without knowing the facts.
Yeah.
We're not gonna debate about the fact, but the principle is every religion on earth believes that God created man, and that is where the principle from the son example comes from. If
But are we then the sons or are we servants?
Yes, we are.
We are sons.
If God created the whole world, everything is ours, his children. Like I'm a father, he's my son. I made him, so he is my son.
Yeah. Oh, this is your son.
So yes.
Yeah, but
that's
he's
why.
just like you. So he has also one nose, he has also two ears, two eyes, etc. But when you say God has a son, it's like, oh, so how does God need a son also? But also, has God is God like us, like the humans? But it's not.
I would like to believe similarly because I'm going to put it in a perspective, realistic perspective.
Yeah.
I'm his father. He has my traits, but also with his mother. So in a way, genetically,
Yeah.
the biological part that the thing that we can that's concrete.
Yeah.
He is a part of me. So that's where the difference comes: reality and belief. That's
Okay.
where they usually clash. Some things you can explain,
Yeah.
and
Some things you can't.
some things might take a bit more time.
The deeper you go, the harder and harder it gets to actually put some thought into it.
Now, when you think about it, it's a favorite comic of mine. Always says it, and I like to quote him. It's written in your essence. When I say that, some things you just know, and some things you gotta find out.
Yeah.
Like I said, religion is something man created.
Man created, or
Man
is the
created,
religion of God?
No, man created religion. The religion is the worshiping of, the worshiping of a being. Am I right, or if I'm not right, correct me if
So
I'm.
we in Islam we believe the religion is from God. We name God Allah. So it's in the Quran.
Yeah,
His
I-
name is Allah, and we say religion is from Him. So the prophets they were on the world to explain the religion to us. So we don't believe the religion is created by the prophets or created by the man.
Well, Christianity is created by man.
No, like we
Yes.
believe also in Islam that the Christianity and that the Jewish believing, the first believing, like what is given to Moses, the Torah
Yeah, the
given to
Torah.
Moses.
The-
Yeah,
the
we
thing-
believe that's also from Allah. We believe that in Islam. We believe the Christianity, like the Bible was given to Jesus, is also from Allah. We believe
No,
that in
when I
Islam.
talk about Christianity is created by man, I mean modern day Christianity.
Modern,
Day
but
Christianity.
modern is written by humans or not? But humans can make mistakes. Yes.
I wouldn't put it like that.
No,
That's
but
true.
but
That's
this
true.
is
But
it.
let me
That's
give
it.
it to you on
Yeah.
a nicer way.
Yeah.
The way you tell a story is different from how he tells a story, and to make it more interesting.
Yeah, but we can both make mistakes, and we have both our
but
own.
listen, that's what I'm getting at. You tell the same story
Yeah.
that you experience. He tells the similar story that he experienced because you were together.
Yeah.
The problem comes with me, the person that hears the story, my interpretation. That's what it is. Because since everybody's different, my point of view might let me remember some parts of yours, some part of your story, and some part of his story, and that will make my story. So when I'm going to tell to somebody else, he's going to get a different view. That's where I find the difference is. That's why I say it's most. I find a lot of religion nowadays is man-made.
So we in Islam believe the religion, the Islam, is not man-made, is from God, and it is the prophets. They,
Yeah.
yeah. You have a question?
So it's not really a question, but to put what he said into actuality and to put some logic behind that, I believe that there was a true Bible.
Yeah.
Thousands-
Okay. We in
hundreds
Islam
and
also.
Hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
But in modern days, in these times, I feel
It's
like
changed. The Bible is
Translations.
changed.
it's been losing its meaning. Everyone's warping
Yes.
the words they're saying.
Yes, that's exactly what the Muslims say.
Well, just
But
to put it in their own perspective,
Yeah.
to make
Yeah.
them look better.
Yeah, but we believe in Islam. Sorry for interrupting, but we believe in Islam exactly what you're saying, and we say the Quran hasn't changed from 1,400 years ago when it was revealed to Prophet Muhammad.
I
peace
can
be upon him.
believe that.
It's not
but
changed.
I can believe that, but it's not true for. When it comes to
Oh,
that,
you believe that also? That the Quran is not changed?
it hasn't changed. I don't see them rewriting stuff like
Yeah.
in the Christianic beliefs that there are now.
Okay, so when you say that, you believe also the Quran is a revelation from God. So it's the last
No,
religion of God.
that part. See,
Yeah?
that what you just said. That just because it hasn't changed, it's from God. Let me put it in the way I see it.
Okay.
You have Christianity is the youngest religion there is. It started with
Maybe
Jesus.
in your believing. Okay, yeah.
In my believing,
Yeah, okay.
it started with Jesus. That's where Christianity
Okay.
started.
Okay.
Islam
what the
has
Christian
been
believes.
around
Okay.
long before that. The Chinese have their religion that's been been around long before that. You have a lot of other religions that have been here long before Christianity actually came up.
Yeah.
So that goes to show that times do change, but the things people believe in, they still hold similarities. Because if I look at it from my as a someone that was born now at this time, and I compare, I see that a lot of religion have the same have a lot of similarity. It's just that because it's from somebody else, that how should I'm not using the right words. It's just because it's not from maybe your part of the world that someone else might say, you know what, my belief is
Superior one.
it's not superior, is the right one. Because when it comes to who, what we're living in
But
the
you
world,
believe that your believing is man-rated or man created.
the whole religion concept, what it's been used for, mostly a lot of it are used now, to because it's you have to have people to believe in it, and who nowadays we don't have prophets anymore to guide us.
No, but we have so we in Islam believe we have the Quran, and the Quran is not changed, and it is revealed to all the humanity. So we believe in Islam that it's like so. So there is no prophets anymore. Yeah, that's right. But the thing here is we have gathered a book, a revelation to all mankind here in the world. So we can learn from the Quran. We can learn from the how can I say that the explanatory of the Quran from the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. We can learn from all this knowledge about these things in Islam. So we say yes, there is no prophet anymore, but Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he get revealed the Quran, so that we can touch it today, we can read it today, and millions of people know the Quran in their head, so they can memorize the Quran in a few years, in a few months. So that is our how can I say that, our book. So we
That's
can
your
live with it.
guideline, yeah, your
Guideline, yeah.
guideline, yeah.
Thank you. And so, what's your name, if I can ask?
Short version, Neo.
Neo. Sorry, Neo. Neo, you believe in God, you said, or not? You believe in God. Yeah. So we in Islam, and also for you, we in Islam, we believe also in God, but we say he hasn't children or something, but he has servants, and we are all his servants. So when you say children, it's like he's your child, he's your son, and it's like humans have children, but God, he's the most absolutely. So he can't have a children. He can, but he's so perfect. So it's not like us children, but he's like servant. Is that
It's
not
the
more
word,
logic
yeah,
then?
I get that. No, the servant thing and the children thing is
Yeah.
in biblical times, your children were your servants. You were as
Yeah, it's the
head.
biblical language.
Yeah.
Language.
Yeah, children are your servants. You as a father are in charge of them. So when you tell them something, they do it.
But can we say, Neil, you believe we are servants, not children, like he is your son? You're like
When you use if you use the modern words and the meaning now, it's not going to make sense.
No.
It's not
Can we
gonna
say
make
you
sense.
believe that we are servants, not children? Can we say that? By you're believing in your heart?
Well, no, we're not, because we're not serving him like we should. Most
So
of
okay,
us are
we are
not
not.
serving him
Yeah. But we are like servants, like we created by him, and we have to follow his rules. Yes, or we will do it or not is by our own
Yeah,
will.
that's the free will
Yeah,
he gave
free
us.
will. Yeah. But we are still servants. Like not also we don't do it 100%, but we are still servants. Sorry, you can believe that? Accept that?
I can agree with that.
Okay,
Yes.
so do you also believe that Jesus then is also a prophet and a servant, and not his son and how can I say that, the God himself or something? could you also agree with that Jesus is also a servant and a prophet of God? Neo.
The more I focus on religion, let me put it in my simple words.
Yeah.
I have a not I don't have a problem. I tend to look at stuff like you're telling me a story.
Yeah.
It's a story from way before. It's 2,000 years ago. That's what they say. I wasn't there. Nobody was there. All we have is a book. I'm talking about Christianity now. That was rewritten. I don't know how much times. Parts have been left out. Parts have been added. So you just have to go on faith of not what is written, because like I said, the Quran has been the same all the time. But the
You believe that? Wow,
the Bible
It's changed.
the Bible has changed over the 2,000 years.
Yeah.
So I find it a bit difficult nowadays to believe
Okay.
someone to tell me, hey, the book says this. Because when I challenge you and ask, okay, why does the same book say something else, or someone that has the same title or understanding
Because
as you
Yeah.
is not the same.
Because one of the book is changed and the Quran is not changed.
No, I'm not talking. When I'm talking about the Quran, like I said, it's separate. I'm talking about Christianity.
Okay. So we in Islam believe the first revelation of the Bible, the first one to Jesus, was on that moment the truth, was the truth to paradise. So we in Islam believe that. So we say when it was changed, people can make mistakes. So when it is changed, we don't can separate now what is true and what is made by
That
humanity.
exactly
So
is my problem now.
Yeah, and we in Islam therefore says we can't accept the Christianity of now. We don't accept and we don't read the Bible as true because of the changing, but we accept now the Quran, what is given to the whole humanity and revealed by Prophet Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So my question to you is, Neo, you also believe that Bible is changed. You also believe the Quran is not changed, and could you also agree that because of that changing and the Quran is then after Bible revealed after the Bible is not changed, the Quran is also a revelation of God. Could you also accept that?
No, I would agree. That's why I said they all have similarities.
Yeah.
The thing is,
But do you agree or not?
I'm agree. Yes, of
You
course,
agree?
of
Okay.
course.
So also, when you agree that, Neo, you also agree that after Jesus, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, came to the world. So he's the last prophet. He's not anymore here. He's dead. But he came after Jesus. He came to the world. You also agree with that? Yeah.
I don't know the facts, but if you're telling me as a believer, and I would agree with that.
Yeah. Because you agreed the Quran. So you agreed the revelation of the Quran to Prophet
When was
Muhammad.
the Quran written? Was it before?
1,400 years before. So it was 600
Years
years
after Christ.
after the Christ. Yeah.
Okay.
So you agree also with that?
Yeah, I can
And
agree with that.
then Neo, then you are in your believing you are Muslim. Because why? I am Muslim. I believe God is one. I believe God created humanity. God created animals. God created the universe, etc. I believe God has no children, no father, no etc. But has servants. So we are all servants. Do we serve Him 100%? No. But like we are servants. Like we have to serve Him, and He created us. Yes. And I believe Jesus is a really perfect person, but as a prophet, like Moses, like Jacob, like Noah, like Adam, like and the other prophets. And we believe that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is the last prophet in Islam. You also agree with that?
Yeah.
So Neo, then you are Muslim by your heart. So what I want to say to you is, when your heart is Muslim, so when you talk that you are Christian, but your heart is Muslim.
No, I was raised Christian.
Huh? Sorry?
I was raised Christian.
Raised Christian, sorry. But your heart is Muslim. That is what my conclusion after our conversation today. So my question to you is, when your heart is Muslim, and the Islam is believing by your heart, that this is by you believe it by your heart, but I don't push you or something, you believe it by yourself. The second is saying with words that you accept the Islam, like, I bear witness that there is no God except Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad, peace be upon him, is his servant and messenger. When you reply me, then you're Muslim now. And my question to you is, do you accept that? Do you want to go with your life as a Muslim from now today?
I was thinking about it a long time ago. I'm
Wow.
still thinking about it.
You think about this
Yeah.
before our conversation
No,
today?
I really consider it because, like I say, I'm not a, let me use the right word.
Yeah.
I like to pay attention and ask questions and see what actually makes sense, what could be possible. You can't fit the past in the reality now.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people try to do with religion,
Yeah.
because, and that's where I have a problem.
And now you learned that you know also
No,
that the Quran. Yeah.
it has rules.
Yeah.
It doesn't divert just because it's
No.
the people. It won't benefit.
It's
the
the
people.
same from the revelation.
It's the
yeah.
same. It stays the same. I like
Yeah.
consistency.
And in Islam is also when you are Muslim now, you don't. Okay, you are. It is important to pray 5 times a day. Important to fast in the month Ramadan, etc. It is really the most.
wanna try.
It's really important. But when you don't do it because it's too much from in the beginning for you, you are still Muslim, but you are a Muslim who is learning, and you're a Muslim who's don't doing that, and so it's not good. But you're learning it, and you do it step by step in your life. So you don't have to worry about but how do I have to pray? I don't pray now, etc. You have to do it step by step, going with us maybe to the mosque if you want, seeing on YouTube some videos. I explain you something, we can get in touch with our phone numbers. So step by step, you don't worry about I don't do this, I don't do pray, etc. But step by step. So my question is, your believing is it only saying by word? Then you are Muslim from now today, and the doors of the paradise will open for you. So because God, Allah, who sends the Bible to Jesus, is the paradise was opened for the people on that time, because that was not changed. The Bible was not changed on that time, but now it's changed. So the doors is not open for the person who believe in the changed
The
Bible.
whole Old Testament, New Testament stuff.
Yeah.
That's made up.
Yeah. So
I find that the more you look at it,
Yeah.
that's made up by
yeah.
the church.
Yeah. And you.
That's why I said that religion is man-made.
Yeah.
Because they used it
Yeah.
to enslave the rest of the world.
I don't understand you then, but now I understand
That's
you.
what I mean.
Yeah, now I understand
they
you.
used it
yeah,
to
yeah.
enslave the world
Yeah.
and to keep people bound. Okay, we
Yeah.
can't be ourselves,
Yeah.
but we have to believe in God. And God says we have to pay money to the church, or we have to
Now I understand you.
obey the king, or
Yeah.
do stuff, even if the person is wrong or right.
Yeah.
That's where I see, like, wait a minute, you
Okay.
guys just used something that's been around for thousands of
Yeah.
years to the advantage
Yeah.
of a certain group,
Yeah.
and that's not fair.
And now I understand you. And my question is, do you want to say the 2 sentences I said before? So I will say it slowly, so you can repeat me. So you are Muslim from now on today. Is that okay for you?
I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
Since we've been talking, you might have gathered that I like to not investigate. I like to learn things that I don't know about.
Yeah.
For instance, my first subject I was interested in was religion. Different religion, Christianity. I checked that out.
Yeah.
Muslim, I checked that out a bit. You have
Yeah.
Buddhism, I don't know much about. You have
Yeah.
Hinduism.
Yeah.
But one thing I know, this world, it consists of different people.
Yeah.
You have your right, I have my right,
Yeah.
he has his right.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with. The problem is, everybody nowadays in this time
Yeah.
wants their views or their thoughts or their actions to be the action, the most important thing. What I do is right. It's not about. For me, it's not about being right, who's wrong or so.
But yeah,
who is.
Yeah.
How do we do it together?
What do you mean it together?
How do we do it together? Because we have to live on this earth together.
Yeah.
Because I want to touch on another something before you try to hit me with that pitch again.
But together, you mean we together, or all the mankind?
Everybody. Because the thing is, with all the trouble in the world,
Yeah.
with religions now they have nothing else because they can't blame it on anything. So they're trying to start religious wars again. You don't. I know from history what those type of wars, how bad those were for the world.
I will say the following. So God sent every human, sent the, how can I say it? The information from about what the truth is. So I was maybe the person who sent, he sent, sorry, for you to tell the truth about Islam. So the choices of you, do you want accept it or not? Also, other people here will have something in their life. They get in touch with the truth about accepting the Islam, the final religion, like less the final complete religion like that. Do they accept it? Yes or not? When they don't accept it, they made a choice in their life. So your question about how will we do it together? Yeah, we have to live with respect together. Yeah, we have to live with how can I say that, in peace with each other. Yes, but the choice of accepting the truth or not is by the person himself. So also by you is accepting the Islam, accepting what you believe by your heart is also
by accepting that
you accept it.
By accepting that doesn't, because when you use the word, when you use the word, when I use the word Christian, Islam, and a Muslim, Buddhist, that is just someone who identifies with certain beliefs. I don't like no wait. I don't like that word identify because they're using it for all the wrong reasons. That is someone that is, what's the right word again? I know the word. Someone that not necessarily agree. You can agree with something or some subject, but you. What is the word again?
Don't choose to.
No, not that. I'll come up
Okay,
with it.
no problem.
But I get what you're saying. It's about acceptance.
But yeah, and also you said about Buddhism, Hinduism, and every other thing. But I talk with you in a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know. But your heart is accepting God. Your heart is accepting the prophets. Your heart is accepting the Quran. Your heart is accepting that it's the religion that's not changed. So, the religion of Buddhism, Hinduism, isn't in your heart. The religion of Islam is in your heart.
We didn't talk about that.
No, but we talked about what you accept. Yeah, he has nothing to go. But what you accept and what you believe, and from what you believe and what you accept, is Islam in your heart. That can I say to you. So maybe you don't do your investing, your research about Buddhism, Hinduism, but that's not in your heart. That's what I want to say. And I don't change anything by you, Leo. I don't change anything. I only give some explanation about some things, and you said, yeah, I agree with that. But I don't change. So when you was here and I talked with you, I didn't change anything. Only give explanation on some things. So, do you think your believing will change about a few years or something? No,
The thing, no.
it will not change.
The older you get, the harder you get stuck in your ways.
Yeah.
You develop core principles, and with
But your religion will not.
subjects.
Religion, I mean, your believing in your heart will not change from from today or tomorrow.
That is
or
one of
something.
your core principles. That's one of
Yeah.
the first core principles you build up.
Yeah.
What do you believe in as a kid?
Yeah.
So-
And so maybe your believing as a kid was Islam maybe. But now is the moment I asked you, do you want to say it by word? So saying I bear witness that there is no God except Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad, peace be upon him, is his servant and messenger. So you will from now on go to at home as a Muslim. Do you accept that?
Then I've been a Muslim all along.
Yeah, that is what I said.
No,
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah, but saying by word is important. Also, you're believing in your heart is the first thing, yeah. But when you say it also from your acceptance, also from other brothers, so like Muslim brothers, they know, okay, Neo is Muslim because he said it also. He said the Shahada, the Shahada, and also,
I need to learn that language. That's why.
yeah. But can we say it? Is that okay for you or not?
Let's say it.
Yeah. Wow. You can repeat after me, yeah. I bear witness
I bear witness
that there is no God
that there is no God
except Allah,
except Allah,
and I bear witness
and I bear witness
that Muhammad,
that Muhammad,
peace be upon him,
peace be upon him,
is his servant
is his servant
and messenger.
and messenger.
Can we say it in Arabic slowly? Is that okay for you?
Take it slow, because that's I need to learn.
Yeah. I will say it slowly. Ashhadu
Ashhadu
an la
and Allah
ilaha
ilaha
illallah
illallah
wa
wa
ashhadu
ashhadu
anna
anna
Muhammadan
Muhammadan
abduhu
abdahu
wa
wa
rasuluhu.
rasuluhu.
Can I hug you?
No problem.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations, you're a Muslim.
Now I have to explain this to my girl.
You're a Muslim. Your father is Muslim now.
I was trying one of this. I
Wow.
wanted to switch a long time ago. I'm not saying it now. It's a surprise for him.
It's a surprise for him, but also
But
maybe
I'm getting tired of things switching up.
okay. You're
And
accepted.
It's not about belonging. I know where I belong.
Yeah.
Because if you, and that's why I like the
Yeah.
Islam.
Wow,
Islam,
man.
the strength of, you know what?
Yeah.
This is what this is it.
Uh-huh.
We're not gonna move because this is it. This is what we believe.
Now you accept it, and now step by step, Leo. You don't have to think about, oh, I am not the Muslim as what's needed in the mosque, etc. Step by step. Yes, we need pray 5 times a day, but when you don't do it, you're still Muslim because you have to learn it. You have to know it. You have to in your heart feel it like you want it. You know. So don't make worry so you don't know
not
anything.
worried.
Yeah, step
I'm
by
just worried
step.
about it when I tell my friends.
Wow.
They're gonna be like, okay.
And about your son, you heard the whole conversation. So I don't know what you think about your father is now Muslim, but do you also accept what we taught, or do you think no? I have
Leave
my
him out of it.
okay, no.
Leave him.
I only the question, only the question.
He has to get there first.
Yeah,
Let
but
him
I
get
only
some more
I can ask it.
experience.
Only the question.
Well, I'll quote him. I do need more experience. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take what you said, sir,
Yeah.
and consider it.
Yeah,
But
perfect.
I've been
Okay.
a Christian almost my entire life since
Yeah.
I've been born. So I'm not gonna change that easily, especially this early down the line. So I'm just gonna take some time to process.
And you heard the conversation, so you will think about it.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Life will teach you.
Wow, but I'm really happy to see that this is happening and God leads you to the Islam. I will give you the Quran in English if you want, and I will give you a book in English, but it's really short. You can read about it. What is the principles of
Yes,
the,
I would. That
Islam.
would be nice. I
Yeah?
would like to learn the principles.
Can I give it to you?
Yes.
Okay, we can go to the table if you want.
I would like to.
And also, is it a problem for you when we record it, but is it a problem by you that we drop it on our social media or not?
Okay, I'm used to being.
Is it okay for you?
I didn't want to be known in this country, but do what you. It's your promotion. Do what you want.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Sir.
This
I'm gonna
is
get some calls today.
But
this
if you
is
don't prefer, it is no problem at all. If you don't want it,
No. I'm used to the pressure. Ikaw ni funny the last.
this is our book in English about the most frequently most frequent asked questions about Islam and the answers on it. I can give to you and you can read it on your own.